y'all who ain't heard of me, I said my name is Quarter Man, the crack baby. I'm a east side living legend, smoking hard white all night. It all started back in '89. A young smoker on the block out here trying to get mine with the dreams of becoming a ghetto superstar. Or renting out my car so I can smoke on me some hard. It's the crack baby. It's the crack baby, the crack baby. Every time you hit the block, you're guaranteed to see me. Either flagging down in cars, sitting under the shade tree. Got my fresh Nikes on and I keep a paper stack. Sipping on some cheap wine to keep from geeking off the crack. Got my Gucci shades on and my eyes are on, boy. Drop a freak a couple of rocks so I can get my dick sucked. Bleed the block out.
It's full time.
MMA.
What up? What up?
What's good? What's good?
Not much. I see you got the road materials, the caps. I see you're sponsored. What's up? Shout them out.
Yeah. Shout out to Cap. What's good? What's good? Full time.
Not
I'm glad
much.
we can do business again.
Yeah.
I'm happy business again.
Hey, reunited and it feels so. I would play that. I would play the song, but you know, YouTube would take the whole thing.
Yeah, they were killer.
Yeah, YouTube's a killer. Yeah, man. But so since our last interview, you know, some people probably want to hear about what went on. It was my fault. I fucked up. I was just doing my videos like I normally do, and sometimes, you know, since I'm just coming off the top of the head, I think of something to say. So I fucked up. Called you the wrong name, and so you were like, fuck it, boycott full-time MMA. I thought it was a joke at first because, you know, the first time you were saying boycott full-time MMA, it actually kind of was a joke. I looked at my Instagram, and you were like, you know, because you were talking about that $15 that I owed you. So you were like, keep the money. Okay. I see you in the interview or something. I see you. We're getting something done. Getting ready for that next fight. Getting prepared getting prepared for travel.
Yeah. It's here. Charlie, put on your Instagram, sir.
Charlie P. Fit.
Charlie P. Fit, Instagram.
Oh, he's the one that does your artwork, huh? Is he the one that does your artwork?
No, nigga, he doesn't do artwork. You don't see those fucking cars.
Oh yeah, now I see him. Yeah, you about to get you a whip?
Yeah. That's Charlie. He's hooking it off.
That's
Don't
what's
tell
up.
nobody.
Felony, I don't know. You could probably ask
Charlie just made full-time MMA day.
What's up?
This is what's going on. I was like, to be honest with you, I really didn't think he was going to sit the 20. I was like, man, if he doesn't sit, because I was going to go live on YouTube and let people know what's going on here.
Okay.
So, yeah, I will take the 20.
If you want, I mean, I can call you back when you're done in here unless you want to.
No, you're good, man. You paid your money.
All right. Cut the check, bitch. I cut the check.
Yeah.
Last time I had some stuff going on, and that's why I thought you were joking. That's what I was talking about a second ago. But anyways, so I wanted to talk about just on this. You went to UFC Orlando. You were actually in the crowd. I saw that. Were you with your sponsors out there when you were out there with Caps?
Yeah, Caps was the reason why I went out there.
Okay.
He actually called me up the night before and was like, yeah, man. Like I said, I seen him at Hooters. I was up here with Charlie.
Okay.
Charlie told me to come up here and hang out. So I came up here, and then you know, I'm a broke-ass nigga. Charlie's like, man, we're going to go grab something to eat. And I was like, nigga, I ain't going, take me home. He's like, man, I got you.
Hell yeah, I know.
Let me tell you the difference about niggas and then your white friends. Niggas, when they offer you to take you out, they want to pinch you, tease you. Here's $1 here. Or I ordered food, order what you want, and I'll pay for it. I went out with Charlie, no money in my pocket. You know what Charlie did?
Paid for it. Probably got you a beer, too.
He reached in his pocket and gave me $30 before we even got in the place.
Yeah, that's the good lookout. So
And
you don't
you know
even
what?
look like.
You know what's even better?
What's up?
Sponsor was there. I met him that night. Asked him to sponsor me, but they had a fucking bowl of shrimp on the table, and they left it. So I kept the $30 in there, their shrimp.
Hey, sounds good. It sounds good. $30 for later.
Yeah, man. Everyone was looking at me like I was this homeless dude. I'm sure Charlie was embarrassed.
He probably was, bro. He probably was.
Hey, I mean, look at it, man. Surely he was embarrassed. Like, man, man's is this? Whose man's
is this? Yeah.
Whose man's is this? Somebody please come get their man.
Hell yeah. And so after you went to Hooters, you went to UFC 222, or was it the next night?
Yeah, it was two nights, two a night later, because I had been hitting Cap stuff on Instagram and I wasn't getting no response from him, so I felt like, yeah, this one just fell through again. So ended up hitting me up like a day or two later and was like, hey man, what are you doing tomorrow? I was like, shit, trying to go find somewhere to watch the UFC fight. He was like, well, shit, you want to go with me? I said, yeah, you want to watch? No, he said, I said, you want to go watch the fights with me? I said, shit, where they at? He said, they're in Orlando. I said, hell yeah. So I'll be to get you tomorrow at 12 o'clock.
Okay.
And did you?
I was gonna say, did you know that Uriah Faber was gonna be there when you were going, or you just seen that when you got there?
I didn't know any of those guys was gonna be there.
You didn't even know? Did you know who was fighting?
Didn't even know who was fighting, to be honest.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
He's already told them.
Oh. Oh, my bad, man.
Oh, you're good. You're good. You're good. Shit, do your thing. But okay, so I was gonna say, because you know, you were close enough to the cage when I seen, like, whenever Uriah Faber walked out, you know, like, Uriah, and he came up and gave you a look, and he called you the wrong name. You were like, no, bitch, Felony. It looked like he got scared for a second, man. Like, that was pretty crazy. What was you thinking whenever you did that? Were you actually just trying to get the fight, or were you know? At first, I thought, you know, you were just saying what's up, but then I was like, oh, he's actually trying to get a fight with Uriah.
No, well, you know, like I said, I've said this before, man. A lot of these people don't understand this. You know, I was on Instagram yesterday, and I was reading all these comments that people were saying. You know, the thing of it is, they giving all these old fighters recognition. You know what I mean? So my thing of it is, I've been fighting all these years, and I've never had a real training camp. So with that being said, you're right. You know what I'm saying? We've been in the sport just the same amount of time. Don't try to overlook me or act like I haven't drawn or have people interested in the sport as well. You know what I mean? Like, you want to go and grab Chuck Liddell that ain't fought in 10 years. But yeah, you can go grab Chuck Liddell that's on the 3-fight losing streak as well and pay him $1 billion and something dollars. Like, who the fuck does that? You know what I'm saying? I'm still an active fighter. But the thing of it is, I'm all by myself. So, when I called you out, it was a serious call out.
Do you think it had, like, as far as, like, the respect that they're getting now, and, you know, Uriah Faber's actually in the UFC Hall of Fame and stuff now, do you think it's got anything to do with, like, the clearer image? Like, you know, because your nickname is Felony, so, you know, that whenever you hear the nickname Felony, you might think, what are his felonies or something? Do you think it has anything to do with the image or even the record, possibly, with these guys?
Everybody seems to accept Crazy Horse, no problem.
Uh-huh. I didn't.
And what do you think?
Well, like the name, I don't know, the name Felony. You know what I'm saying? It kind of like draws attention to a felony.
When you hear crazy, what do you think when you hear crazy?
Honestly, I just thought nickname. When you put it together with the horse, I just think it's a dope ass nickname.
Yeah,
I
so
didn't
when
think anything
you
about
put
like
felony, when you put felony together, you have to think, yeah, that's a
like
goddamn
let's say if Conor McGregor's name was the
due to
Insane Hammer.
due to the circumstances, I'm letting you know what I am. I'm not hiding anything from y'all, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I can assure you I know how to act in modern day society. Unlike some people that, you don't know what they got, but they can go out and kill 17 kids in a school or 45 people at a Vegas concert. So yeah, be happy that I'm embracing this. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause the whole point of embracing it is to let people know that, hey man, just because I fucked up a few times in life, but you're gonna convict me forever for it, and you gotta
Yeah. And I completely hear you. I've heard you make that case before, you know, as far as like just because you have a felony doesn't mean you're going to commit some crazy crime like some people without felonies might actually have committed. But like the thing about like the UFC, you know, they're trying to turn it into a professional sport. Well, with some of the crazy fights and CM Punk and stuff like that, you could argue that. But you know, if you want to look at it as a professional sport, you know, it just you don't want to look at it as like guys that got felonies that are just fighting each other. You know, like some backyard fights. If you're trying to turn it into, you know, a professional sport. So I mean, but I mean, I see what you're saying as well.
So pretty much, you're trying to turn a sport that is already barbaric. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's a barbaric sport. You're going in there and you're hitting each other. You have anger issues. That's the only reason why you're doing it or something. You know what I mean? I do it because I ain't gotta sell no dope. You know what I mean? I ain't gotta be looking over my shoulder about the police and all this stuff. You know? I smoke a lot of crack though, so that's okay. But they say it's alright if you do it in the privacy of your own home.
I still, bro, I'm still, as much as I've been locked into your YouTube channel and everything, I still don't know if you're joking when you say that. I don't know if you be smoking blunts with weed or if when you be joking it's crack, because I've heard you say, like, if you really follow me and you think this is crack, you know, then I don't care what you think. And so I'm like, I don't think it is. But then you say stuff like that, and I'm like, nigga, is it? I'll be confused, bro.
You know what though, full time, you're not the only one, man. I had a long time friend, and I'm sure he's been following my posts as well, and he I talk about it a lot. I embrace it. But again, if you know me, then you know me. But if you don't know me, then you're gonna embrace it too.
Okay.
Now, if that makes sense, if that doesn't make sense to you, then it just went over your head. But if you know me, yeah, you know me.
Okay, well, okay.
So, and I got a lot of YouTube followers that know me.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, I've been following. I've been sitting in the cut like, oh shit, man,
Yeah,
hey, this is
yeah,
going. You had
well,
like 30 people in there the other
hey,
day.
hey, full time, and that's all you are, a follower. You don't
Yes,
know
sir.
me.
That's true. I'm just a big fan. I like, and you
Yeah.
know, I look at you, and some people say it's overrated. I say this all the time. I look at you as a legend of the sport, and whenever I say that, you know, this is an entertainment sport. Everything like we can talk about Conor McGregor, CM Punk. This is all entertainment. So when you're one of the most one of the most entertainers, one of the most entertaining fighters in the sport, that's legendary. You've had legendary moments and stuff. Some people say I overrate you and stuff like that, but I literally, you've got some of the most memorable moments, some of the most funny moments. To me, you're one of the dopest personalities in the sport. So that's legendary. I'm not saying, you know, necessarily you went 50-0, so you're like one of the greatest pound for pound of all time. I'm just saying you're a legendary figure in the sport. And
Well, I mean, people are gonna talk. Everyone has opinions. For a time, like I have my opinion. My opinion is, wow, I don't know, these nuts in effect. Nah, but real shit though. They have their opinions about me, and I don't care. I should care, but I don't. Cause I've learned one thing in this world, right? And no matter how much you try to change and make fighting a professional sport, if I go out there and kick some ass and continue to kick some ass, I'm going to get noticed. I'm going to get heard. And you know what? I'm on a 10-fight losing streak, and I'm still getting hurt. So, I tell a lot of these guys, you know, just look at my fights. Ortega said something the other night that kind of made me laugh. When he hit Frankie Edgar with that elbow and had Frankie on life support,
you said it, not me.
hey, he specifically said, I don't know if this is a joke or if this is for real. And then when he said it, he was like, oh yeah, this is for real. My thing of that is, when you're fighting me, I do stuff like that. You never know. You never know if you can approach me, if I'm hurt or not. So that being said, it made me feel good to know that, yeah, even in cases like that, people watch a lot of my shit to know, yeah, maybe someone is out there trying to pull old Felony. How is it going, Rob? Hey, Rob, you don't mind if I get you on film, do you? They're helping me out.
No lie, there's like a million people.
He's lying. Probably 400. This is full-time MMA. Full-time MMA, this is Rob.
Hi, Rob. I'm just a small YouTuber. Nothing big, nothing crazy.
Well, all right, Rob, we're going to get you off camera because you looking all good and shit. Rob looking all good with all the money. Ladies going to be asked by Rob. And he's single.
All
right, ladies, you heard that.
He's the married man.
Same difference. No, I'm just playing.
hey, no, hell, you can tell a married man.
You said that. My wife ain't never looked at MMA. Now she go see that.
Hey, you can tell a married man. I said, no.
No.
I like it.
That's funny, man. But speaking of, you were talking about like it feels good. I was gonna say like whenever you were at UFC Orlando, I seen Yoel Romero. You know, he wanted a picture with you and stuff. Like that's just to me, that's more so like that just more so proof you're a legendary figure in this game. Yoel Romero, there's a lot of fighters that have been fighting. Yoel Romero's not gonna see every fighter. Oh, hey, I need a picture. Let's go. You know, I saw that picture you posted on Instagram and stuff, and you said you even almost walked away from Yoel Romero.
No, I did walk away.
Yeah, you did.
I walked up to him, and he was screaming, that guy. And I was like, no, felony, nigga. And he kept saying that guy, something like that. So I walked off. And then my sponsor comes over, like, 2 minutes later. He's like, hey, man, Yoel wants a picture with you, man. Yoel wants a picture with you. And like I said, shit, I wanted one with that nigga, too, so let's go back over there. I went back over there and talked to him, and you know, I'm a big Yoel fan, man. You know, and I was talking shit about him not making weight one time, and I think somebody on my YouTube channel was like, "Hey, man, well, you know, it was a quick call in for him, pretty much like he was a replacement, so you got to understand all that." And that, which is true. I didn't know the story of it, so you know, I got a great deal of respect for Yoel, man.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I told you I did a punch in my fight, and Yoel
like a double jab or something, if I'm not mistaken, versus Brock Weaver.
The back fist with the hook.
Oh, okay.
So Yoel's been watching me. I told you this in our last interview, and you was like, "Nah, I don't think so."
No, don't play me like that. I don't play me.
You said you didn't think Yoel probably was watching my fight.
I said I don't know if he was watching that fight versus Brock Weaver. I mean, you know, and because he was already in training camp. I was just saying, you know, if he was already in training camp for his fight, you know, and. Yeah, he might have watched you in the past and still watches you, but I'm just saying he was already in training camp. I just don't know if he.
I just did that fight that night though, the night before he fought.
Yes.
2 nights before, shit like that. And it's on UFC Fight Pass. Not to mention Roy Jones on that motherfucker.
So I'm saying in his training camp, he probably worked on his game plan, right? So
oh, you didn't do it yet? Why you called me in here, nigga?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. They can do it today.
Oh,
Well, once I've done this deal, I can call him back. And, good news is that you can drive away with that shit today.
Yeah, that's. Oh shit, my bad, nigga.
I'm like, nigga,
Nigga telling me I'm 200 short. You know, try to make something happen for us.
oh, snap.
Right.
Hey, I uploaded that video just then.
Alright.
Balling.
I'm on.
And they thought Felony was broke. Fuck out of here. Still, hit that PayPal.
Hey, yeah, really. Yeah,
No, yeah, that's that car money. That's like when you got your rent money, you know, before you pay your rent, you're like, man, then you pay it and you're like, fuck. All gone.
Nah, it's more like, okay, I got what I thought I was supposed to have. Then he's like, well, man, with everything, yeah, you gonna need another $200, man. Like, nigga, what? You know how much fat girls I had to fuck this weekend?
Tax season, I'm telling you.
Yeah. So now I have to jump on YouTube and.
You're gonna have to hop on Backpage, man. It's that time, tax season.
Or Backpage. But see if a nigga's on Backpage, ain't nothing but other niggas trying to get it.
Man, I wonder if it's different for tax season though. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they got a little extra cash, and baby mama's got some cash.
Hey man, them hoes got scheduled rates and shit. Like during the day it's $30. 12 o'clock at night it's $100. Like this. Hey, why you so expensive at night?
Hey man, you might be able to make a quick wow on income tax season on Backpage. Hey, it's Felony Charles Bennett. Hey, that might be the place where that nickname really takes hold. You know, could you like a stripper name? All right, never mind. Pause.
It's gonna take over the mainstream. I'm gonna make it take over the mainstream.
Oh yeah, it is, man. I'm telling you, it is.
Like I said, man, you know, for these organizations in the United States to sit here and try to overlook me and all this, but yet y'all still bringing out all these other guys and stuff. You know, I feel like that's a slap in the face. You know, like nigga, give me my recognition, because I also gave the sport recognition. That goes a long ways. I'm gonna forever be on YouTube. I'm gonna forever be on the internet. So give me my support as well as you give all these druggies. And yeah, so I hit a few women in my days. Okay. Everybody days. Well, one woman I hit and didn't deserve it. But that other one, that Faber, I'm telling you, man, she deserved it. She had it coming.
See, now, that's the thing. You said one of them didn't deserve it, one of them did. See, when you say one of them didn't deserve it, that sounds kind of bad, especially being a professional fighter. Now, I completely understand the fat bitch that you ran off through there. You know, she probably deserved it. But the other one, that sounds bad. You know what I'm saying, kind of.
Well, it can sound bad all at once, but at the same time, when you understand what you did, let it sound.
And if you serve the time for it,
you gotta live with that. You gotta live with that one mistake that you made that sounds so bad. But at the same time though, how many people are out here whooping their wives and baby mamas, beat them up, saying that this didn't happen or that didn't happen because they're in the places that they're in. These high quality places where
I know what you're saying. They can pay him off or something, or you know, there's a guy in the NFL right now that's transitioning to MMA, and that actually happened. but the chick didn't go to court. Like, she might have got paid off and something. But even higher up than that, there's all type of stuff that happens that we're never going to hear about, because whether they got too much money or lawyers or what's going on, but they don't get painted as a villain because it's not out in the open public records. But there's people that do a lot worse, and as you say, you realize it's a mistake. All you can do is change. As long as if you know it's a mistake, what else can you do?
I know, man. This nigga's been fucking. He paid me $20 for this time, so you're interrupted.
Nah, bro, I'm interrupting y'all.
I'm just letting you know.
I'll cut it short, shorter. I just wanted to ask you about UFC 222, and then I want to real quick too.
6 minutes, I got 1,400 views.
Yeah, that's way better than me. For real, in 6 minutes, this nigga just uploaded a video, and in 6 minutes, he's got 1,400 views. And he's only got 4,000 followers.
Damn.
Yeah. So all that nigga followers probably gonna watch his video. That's impressive. It's real impressive.
That's super impressive.
I got 27,000 followers, and I only get about 7,000 views, 8,000 views. I don't know if I can find that video where I knocked out Candy Leg.
I wonder if that video is still out there, bro. Like that clip part, or if they burned it. Like if they fucking never to be seen, or if there's somebody with that thing somewhere dusted off.
Yeah, it's down there.
Pretty good. I got this. All stay on the phone. Yeah,
but I was gonna say, I don't know. I don't want to interrupt if they're talking to you. I don't know if they're talking to you. Okay, I was gonna say that's one thing we actually never talked about. The Candy Leg knockout, man. So what organization were you fighting? That was Risen, or what organization was that in back whenever that happened? I know it was in Pride. Okay, it was Pride.
Shockwave 2005.
Dang. Okay, so that was I was 2005. Let's see, I graduated in 2009, so I was like a freshman in high school when that happened. I wasn't even watching MMA back then, but of course, that's one of those legendary moments when you become an MMA fan like me. I didn't even know about it back then, but you stumble upon it, and this stuff still becomes legendary. You listen to people like Chael Sonnen and others, talk about that story. Then you get that crazy knockout, and you're calling out, Vanderlei in the cage, like, put it on contract. That shit is fucking epic, bro. That shit is legendary. But so that was in Pride, you said. So, you just want to recount the story one time? Because I could ask you about it. I know, like, you were there. It looked like you were by yourself in the video, and they had clearly a squad. Yeah. So,
well, see that was the thing, man. I wasn't in Japan at the time by myself, but the guys that I had with me, everybody. When I go places, man, I don't. When people go with me, they know, there's no need to be all up in this nigga grill, because this nigga he's not a troublemaker. You know what I mean? So, being that you're not a troublemaker, people don't be around you all the time. You're a people's person, so they know you're gonna get along. Some jump off, you're gonna be able to get yourself out of it. But in this situation here, at the time, Candy Leg's trainer, when I beat Ken Kaneko, he gets in the ring, he's like, man, you next. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Get Yukino to set it up, because I fight for money. I don't fight for money. So at this time, I knew that Candy Leg was in the same locker room as me, and I felt some type of way, I really felt some type of way that this guy just jumped in the ring and called me out. So, from there, I knew that if I went in the locker room and watched the fight, Christian would come in the locker room, because me and Candy Leg shared the same locker room. So he comes back there, and I'm sitting back there and I'm watching the fight. And he said he's talking about what just happened in the ring.
I need to,
That's all you have to say, man. I need to get out. Tell me to get out like that. I'm sorry. Another Charlie. Yeah, so this is the rod I'm about to purchase. I'm trying to purchase. But yeah, so with that being said, I look up at Christian and I tell him, get Yukino to set it up. I fight for money. And the last time I looked up at him, I smiled, and he walked up to me and was like, "Oh, you think I'm gay or something?" And when I stood up, he hit me with 2 punches. And then that's where you guys see the video cuts to me lunging at him, and taking him down and all that. From that point on, I don't remember how I got put in the triangle, or I do remember when I woke up, though, Candy Lay was kicking me. So when he was kicking me, I got up, told the nigga ain't nobody scared of you, and hit him with that right. And when I hit him with the right, the nigga fell. Everybody looking. I'm looking, and everybody else.
Like he fell backwards or like forwards?
Nah, that nigga fell back. It was like a turn. It was like when I hit him, you know what I'm saying? Like he was trying to turn with the punch.
Uh-huh.
But he couldn't. He wasn't fast enough. He wasn't fast enough to turn with the punch.
Yeah.
So when I hit him.
Okay.
Knocked that nigga ass to the ground.
And then you were like, "Oh shit, their whole squad's here. I gotta go."
Yeah, and then I was like, "Yep, damn, this might not be good if I stay up in this bitch. Why these niggas looking at their mans on the ground?"
Yeah, it probably wouldn't have. That was the best move. It probably wouldn't have been too smart to sit in there and wait and see how he's doing. Get the fuck out of there.
Right. At that time, I didn't care how he was doing. Like I said, this guy was kicking me. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
He wasn't like kicking you. Like, was he kicking you hard, like in the ribs or some shit?
No, he was kicking my feet. He was kicking my feet. Cause I'm just coming to. You know what I'm saying? Like I just got choked out, so I'm just waking up, and he was right there kicking me. So with that being said, like I said, I mean, they denied it for all these years, you know, and that's cool. That's what makes it so awesome now.
Yeah. Because it turns into like a myth, like a legend, like a myth or some mythical.
It's not a myth.
Not a myth. Yeah, I didn't mean that.
You can't say a myth because you had people in there that actually seen it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. I heard you talking about that. You said there was someone that admitted to seeing it, but they actually weren't there. I think it might have been like Chael Sonnen's coach. Like he said that he saw it, and you said he actually.
Matt Lanley. Yeah, Matt Lanley wasn't there, man.
Okay. Who actually was there? Was it mostly just people on his team? And
Josh Thompson, the dude that fought. Cause it was me, Candy Lay, and Josh. We was the 3 that shared the locker room. Yeah.
Damn, I want
to. So maybe Matt was there. Maybe he was Josh's cornerman. I don't know. I hear Matt tell the story, and I'm like, nah, that's not how it happened. But okay. It sounds good coming from Matt because of the simple fact that it just says it's true. But if you're gonna tell it, tell the truth of it. Tell the whole truth of it.
Hey, I've had this happen where you try and remember something and you know what happened, but you just get a couple details wrong. And like you say, Matt Lennon, he probably ain't been smoking, because you say you don't remember what happened at a certain point. Like after you lunged at him, you don't remember what happened. So I mean, maybe somebody from the outside.
So hold on, full time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Nigga, please. I say when I lunged at him, right? I lunged at him. Y'all don't see the part where he hits me. Y'all don't see that part. Y'all see me lunge at him. So from me lunging at him, now we're on the floor and we're fighting. Next thing you know, I'm in a triangle. How do I get there? I don't know how I got in that triangle. You understand that full-time MMA? Do you understand that part? Okay. That's how I said that. That's how I say that. See, that is when I understand that. You tell a story, by the time you get back around to me, it's done been told 10 different ways. I get the bullshit. And that's what you just did full-time. You just said, oh, yeah, well, you say you don't remember what happened after he punched you. No, nigga. I just told you exactly what happened. He punched me, we went to the ground. I don't remember how I got in that triangle. That's the part I don't remember.
Okay, I didn't hear you say he punched you and you went to the ground. But, I mean, people in this same interview heard you tell it, so they would know exactly how you said it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that does happen. I mean, you got the memories.
That's the people that haven't heard the story and hear you tell it. And then when they hear you tell it, and then they go hear the story that I told, they'll be like, oh, well, that's where the the controversy comes in there. Somebody's lying here. So I had to correct you right quick. I knew.
Okay. Well, so anybody that talks about the story besides you, they ain't gonna remember. Like the next time if I'm telling my brother, like, yo, look, check, because if he don't know who Felony Charles Bennett is, and I'm like, yo, check this out. He also this happened, and I'm just trying to tell him about you, and I'm retelling the story. I might fuck around and say, and he said to do. But I mean, that's always gonna happen. Whether it's me, whether it's Matt Linlin, whether it's Chael Sonnen telling the story.
That's shit. Even me. That's anybody. We'll forget to tell. We'll forget the good parts of it, or we'll make it even better than what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know.
Okay.
I mean, that goes both ways.
All right. Well, I did want to ask you about UFC 222. I seen you tuned in, and you said when you saw the guy hopping on one leg, that's my motherfucking dog, Sean O'Malley. Did you see that whole fight, or did you just tune in like when he was hopping?
So Sean O'Malley is your boy.
He's not my boy. I've never met him or nothing. But yeah, I'm the captain of the bandwagon.
Well, I'm the captain of Nick Diaz's bandwagon too. So, and like Nate said, how in the hell can you win a fight and you can't walk out the cage?
Because you won the first 2 rounds.
Oh, but you're injured.
Yeah, so that was on his opponent. His opponent took him down. If he would have stood up, he would have lost the fight, but his opponent kept taking him down.
Yeah, you're injured, though. You got to walk out. You walked in, and that's what they say. When you went to that cage, one man walks out, two men walk in, one man walks out. In this case, one man walked out, but he didn't win. That's shitty.
I see what you're saying with that. I guess I see where you're coming from with that, but I was looking at it like, you go off of rounds. He won the first 2 rounds, so even if he lost the 3rd round, which I don't even know if he did because he was hopping on one leg and his opponent kept taking him down. Like they said, if he would have stood up and the referee saw that he couldn't walk forward, he would have lost the fight because he can't walk. But his opponent, the call got ended. I'm going to try and call him back. Oh, you're back? I thought your phone might have died. What's up? I can't hear you. Are you talking?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought your phone might have died. Call just ended. I said, I thought your phone might have died. I don't know if you hear me?
Yeah, nah, I think that was on you, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it just said call ended out of nowhere. I thought your phone might have died. But okay, so yeah. But what I was saying was, in that 3rd round, did you watch the whole fight or did you just tune in whenever he was already injured?
No, I watched the whole fight. I watched him walk out and all.
Okay. So, do you feel like just because he got injured, they should have even though he won the first 2 rounds, they should have just gave the win to the other guy, even if Sean O'Malley was winning the fight?
Nah, I don't feel that they should have gave him anything. But at the end of the day, though, man, 2 men walk in, 1 man walk out. You can't walk out. If you can't walk out, then how you win? How you win if you cannot walk out?
Maybe he did more damage. He landed more strikes.
Yeah, but the other man walked out though. That just I don't know.
Okay, but check this out. Let me give you this scenario though. Let's say you're in a fight and you're beating the dog fuck out of somebody for 2 rounds, 2 10-8 rounds, and for the whole 3rd round. But then at the very end you sprain or you break your leg, but you completely won the fight. Judges' scorecards come, but you can't stand up. Do you lose the fight just because that technicality of you can't walk now?
Nah, because that's what you got the cage and the rain ropes for. You stand up, nigga.
So you're saying he should have at least, just like his coaches should have at least carried him over there?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I see that. I do think that would have been cool, but I mean, I still think he won the fight. So I mean, I see where you're coming from. I guess 2 men walk in, 1 man walks out, and since he wasn't walking, but I still feel like he actually won the fight. He won the 1st round, won the 2nd round, and then he still. What do you think about his opponent's game plan in the 3rd round to keep taking him down whenever his legs clearly fucked?
Yeah, that just shows the maturity of these guys in the sport, man. That's it, man. I'm a seasoned veteran, so I really can't talk on how these guys act. These guys are in the UFC. These guys are making hundreds of thousands of dollars. While I'm over here, probably can't get this car yet because I'm $200 short. Fuck them niggas, man. We'll talk about them niggas when I get there.
Okay, well, hey,
Let them
you
niggas know
definitely
I'm
are on
coming.
the way.
Let them niggas know I'm coming.
Hey, you are, man. I'm telling you, live streams, just numbers just growing and growing and growing. And you even did an interview with another channel. You know, I don't got no beef with that channel, man. There's some instigators to try and get one going. He even threw a couple shots. I mean, there's been some questionable moments, but I ain't made no videos going at him. But I want to address that real fast. So he said something about I blatantly stole something from his channel. That's not the fucking case. If that's the case, fucking...
And I'm gonna tell you, like I told man, I don't get on these interviews to talk about you guys, man. These are not interviews to talk about other MMA outlets. Fuck that. I'm not here to badmouth you guys. You guys are here to do what y'all do. Y'all do what y'all do. But when it comes to me, I can't get into that. I need to think about how I'm gonna get into this. Bellator or fucking the UFC or porn. Bellator, UFC, or porn. That's what I'm thinking about. That's what we're gonna talk about. You guys.
well, so speaking of porn, I mean, we can go back to the. Hey, you might have a future in that. I don't know, man. I ain't heard you talking too much about porn. That's kind of new, but I mean, if you want to go that route, it is tax season, man. Maybe.
That just says a lot about you, full-time MMA. I talk about porn all the time. Did you know I have a Chatterbait account? Did you know that?
Yes, I heard you had a Chatterbait account, but I personally don't know. I don't be on Chatterbait, so I don't know everything about Chatterbait.
Well, I haven't did any videos on Chatterbait yet, man. I'm looking for...
What is Chatterbait for the people that might not know?
I'm trying to get into porn, so all you got to do is go to Chatterbait, put in Felony 352, and it's no pictures and that, no videos, because I haven't found a girl that we can go get tested, and she's down for the gangbang. I know that was funny. That was funny. You can't be talking like that, man.
No, okay. So what is that? A site where you make your own porn? I mean, it sounds like some shit you go on and you jack off to a chick. You both fucking.
Pretty much. That's how I found it. That's how I found it. I used to go there and just jack off to some chickens. Then I was like, hey man, I probably could do my own shit. So
do you make money on there? Like, is it like you can super chat on that joint?
Yeah, it's like a super chat on that joint. That's probably why I couldn't.
Hey, it's tax season, bro. I'm telling you, this is the time. If you're gonna do it, get it done, because it's tax season, man.
Hey, listen, I'm not into fat girls.
They're watching you through the joint.
I love you, ladies. I'm just not into. If you're bigger than me, I can't do it. I mean, you're gonna be fucking the shit out of me. But
hey, beggars can't be choosers, man. You're trying to get into porn, you might have to knock off a couple fat ones, and then get to the top of the ladder.
Well, listen, man. You always got back page, no matter how much I don't like doing it. But if I'm gonna pay a bitch, I'm guessing to do this shit, you will pay a bitch $500 to $300 to agree to let's fuck on tape, and you pay them by positions. 100 for doggy style, 100 to ride, 100 from the back. I don't know. I'm just saying. You pay them by the position, and you just go from there, man.
Fuck yeah. Okay. Well. All right. Well. Anything else you want to talk about? I was gonna shout out your YouTube channel and stuff. Your sponsor one last time before we cut it off.
Yeah. Y'all go hit Caps Up C.A.P.S on Instagram. Caps on Instagram.
Caps Road Materials.
Daniel Diaz, where you at, nigga? Show yourself.
Hey, bro, that's so hilarious. I be seeing on your titles, it be Daniel Diaz, show yourself. Where you at, Daniel Diaz? I be wondering, like, man, I wonder if he wants you to be blasted his name. Like, whenever I get a donation, like, I put, like, if their name's Daniel Diaz, I put Daniel D. Because I don't know if they want, you know, everyone to know they're throwing at me. You be putting this shit out there.
Yeah.
Show yourself, Daniel Diaz.
Well, I think he's some kin to the Diaz brothers, man. That nigga Daniel Diaz been showing a lot of love. So I'm thinking he's some kin to the Diaz brothers. I don't know, man. He's out in Cali though. I know
That's
that.
dope.
But other than that, man, that's a good dude.
All right, well, that's dope. So shout out to Daniel Diaz. Shout out to Caps Road Material. Shout out to Felony. Charles Bennett. He's got a YouTube page. It's growing. He be going live. Live streams are always entertaining. One of the most entertaining personalities in the sport. Make sure to check it out, man. So yes, I'll be over there. Other people be over there. So thanks for the interview, man.
For sure. Full-time MMA. Thanks for the $20.
Yes, sir. You're welcome. I mean, it's the least I can do from broke nigga to broke nigga.
Yeah, but see what
hey, if I was balling or getting a lot of super chat or something like that, I'm telling you, like 5 months from now, a year from now, I'll give you a fucking 100 for an interview or whatever I can afford.
And for some strange reason, I believe you too, full time. All you doing is making these other guys gonna have to kick out some money for these interviews. That's all you doing, man.
Fuck yeah.
Full time will pay $35, bitch.
And you deserve it, man. You deserve more, for real. I just ain't got it.
He's supporting the cause.
Yes, sir. All right, thank you very much again, man. And I'm glad we could talk.
All right, man. You be safe.
All right.
Yeah.
You too. And as always, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell right next to it so you're notified every time I upload a video. I'm out.
Da 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 da. It's the motherfucking DOG.